my fellow entrepreneurs. Happy Thursday, or whatever day it is that you are watching. I have a question I want to share with you guys on Thursday Thoughts today, and that is, if you have started using attraction marketing, do you feel like it's not working for you yet? Or do you feel like you're not being noticed? You've got crickets, right? People are scrolling by your stuff. No one's commenting. No one's opting in. You're not making the sales. Today, I really want to cover 3 vital components that you absolutely need to have in order to be effective. There are lots of people out there crushing it with attraction marketing on social media, and there's probably 10 times that many attempting it and using it ineffectively. And being able to identify which one you fall into and learning the skill sets to change that is going to be a game changer in your business. If you are new to this page, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. My name is Emily Smiley, and I have been an entrepreneur for over 20 years now. And I am super passionate about helping entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, network marketers build their skill sets and learn to build online, build automation, leverage some time. I'm a mamapreneur, so welcome. That is a passion of mine. If you are hopping on and you're on the replay, that's totally cool. Drop me a hashtag replay and let me know where you're tuning in from. And I'd love to get to know you a little bit better. All right, so let's delve right in. First off, if you are new to using social media, or you're new to attraction marketing, or you're new to network marketing, or whatever business it is that you've decided to build, whether it's online, home-based, direct sales, affiliate, whatever it is, if you're a newbie, then these are definitely going to be applied, but I would say and preface this with, you've got to give it some time, right? If you're out there and you're phone calling and you're talking to your warm market, those people already know, like, and trust you. And so sometimes you can get a lot of, if you're in sales, get a lot faster sales and speed through much faster. You have to understand that when you're building on social media, you've got to build that know, like, and trust with your audience, and this takes time and it takes some skill sets. So before we even get into what exactly it is, you need to know what attraction marketing truly is. If you feel like you're still confused on that, I don't want to delve into that today. Let me know, reach out. I'd be glad to send you the video I've done on that one. And you do need to understand that this is going to take some time. This is the long haul. But you want to make sure that you are being effective and that people are reaching out to you and you're not just pissing people off, right? So if you're just sick and tired of hearing crickets, I would say there's people out there that are watching you that are not commenting yet. They're not your hot buyers. They're not your hot prospects yet. And that's fine. You want those people, right? You want to keep moving them through your funnel, right? From very cold to ready to buy. And that's cool. You need that in between. You need people in all parts of that funnel, right? You need to constantly be connecting with people that are, totally cold to you, don't know who you are, moving them and getting them to get to know you until they are that hot prospect ready to buy whatever product or opportunity that you're offering. So in the meantime, you just need to understand that those people probably are not ready to comment. They're not ready to let you know they're there. They're probably just observing you from a distance. I've had this happen many times over the years, right? They'll watch you and then all of a sudden, bam, I literally had that happen today. I made a sale. They reached out, decided they want. Great, right? And a lot of times, they may reach out, they may not reach out. Yesterday, I just, opened my emails and I was like, oh, okay. Someone went through the funnel, right? That's what we want. But that comes from consistent effort. So the 3 things that are absolute game changers if you are trying to use attraction marketing and you feel like it's not working for you on social media is you need an avatar. Now, when I first learned about attraction marketing, true attraction marketing, I learned from the guru, wrote the book, and my mind was blown. I'll be honest with you. I was like, oh my gosh. But the very first thing that I did, that my coach and mentor had me do, was to create an avatar. Because if you get on social media and you are speaking to the masses, you talk to no one. You have an audience of no one. When you create an avatar, you are speaking to one. So you are blogging to one. You are writing an ad for one. You are writing a blog post for one. You are doing a Facebook Live for one. You are doing stories for one. And you might be like, all right, Em, I've already made my avatar. Okay, but is that in the forefront of your mind as you go to put anything or any content out on social media? I would probably say no. And I've been guilty of this myself, especially when I was first learning and just starting, right? Like I had no idea what that meant. So when you are creating your avatar, you're speaking to that one person. You have to delve a little bit deeper, especially if you want to stand out on the masses. You just don't want to be scrolling through people's news feeds and you don't give a crap about what that person has to say. You have to want people to relate to you. And you do this by connecting to them, by speaking to one person. And it really does make a difference because you're willing to delve a little deeper, where people that are on there to promote, or sell, they're just talking about themselves, and people are on there for themselves. So if you come on social media and you're automatically thinking about what that person has to offer, what that person is going to do, you've already changed the game in your business because you are offering something of value instead of getting on there to sell or to promote. Does that make sense? Because otherwise no one's going to connect to you. So identify in your avatar when you go through this. And if you're totally confused on setting your avatar, reach out to me. I actually have questions that you can go through. We have an ignition program that literally walks you through step by step exactly how to create your avatar. And it literally is the first thing that you do in creating, your attraction marketing and your brand online. So super, super, super important. But you really have to get specific and the details of, identify who they are, what gender, what age, do they have a family? What are those things? What are their goals? What are their dreams? What makes them tick, right? And a lot of times people, when they're promoting, they're saying what it is, fact. Instead of hitting those pain points that maybe your product or opportunity solves. So, you might say, well, I don't really want to be negative on social media, but if you're writing an ad, you want to hit that pain point with them. You want them to kind of feel that pain just a little bit, right? Maybe even, right? Just a little bit, because you want to relate to them. And a lot of people are motivated by being inspired or motivated towards a task, or they're being pushed away from maybe a pain point or a fear that they have. So when you're creating your, online avatar, you want to really think about what are the fears that are keeping this person awake at night, right? And what does your product or opportunity solve for that person that helps, and kind of walk them through that. But if you don't have that in the forefront and you don't know who your avatar is, literally by name, age, family, whatever, then it's going to be much harder because you're not going to be able to pinpoint and you're going to miss the whole thing. And I tell you this, not just as me, I have learned this from the best of marketers out there. I have literally trained with the best. And it is such a game changer that, because I used to in the beginning think, well, what about this person? What about this person? And it's not that I can't write an ad for a different target market. It's just not that one. So when you're doing one, pick one that you're rating it for. So, for instance, for me, I really got sick and tired of people coming into specifically network marketing and freaking not crushing it. And mostly mompreneurs. Why do most mompreneurs hit this stale out? Because they've run out of people to talk to. Why? Because they're freaking home with their kids. So I wanted my avatar to be able to relate to that mompreneur. So whatever your avatar is, you want to be able to relate. That you want them to feel like they've connected to you. You want them to feel like they can relate to you. So It doesn't mean that I can't relate with people that aren't mompreneurs. Absolutely not. But what does mean is that if I am running a blog post or a blog or an ad and I'm talking specifically to that mompreneur, right? Then when I say, hey, are you tired of trying to prospect while you're freaking running errands and picking up kids and you feel like your business isn't growing and you don't have control over it? I want them to go, hell yeah, I feel like that. Right? I want them to get fired up. I want them to feel how I felt, stuck and frustrated, and like I want my family to be first, but I want to freaking make money doing this, right? And when you're talking to that one person, that person relates, and you do this one at a time. So you can change, you can change your ad that you're running, right? Or you can change your blog post, but it doesn't matter if you're building on a personal page or a fan page. You need to constantly have that avatar in mind and the specifics of it before you ever start writing, okay? Which brings me to the next one perfectly. You're welcome. All right, so your passion. So clearly that's my passion, right? I love helping mompreneurs like crush it in their business. And I love connecting, and I have learned from the best of the best of the best in mompreneurs. And I love it. And I looked at them and go, yes, I want to join them. Yes, I want to be in with them. And so when you've got your avatar down and you've got your clear target market, then you want to make these like, one of our mentors called it like pillars of content. Basically, you want to make content, right? That's what you're adding. What value are you bringing within the passions that you've set? So usually, and I will just say this, your avatar is usually you maybe a few years ago. It might be 1 year ago, could be 5 years ago, could be 10 years ago, right? Mine probably applies to all of those, right? It was the stuff frustrated me 5 years ago when I was just starting and really wanting to build on in network marketing and this residual income, and right, I've come a long way since that, thank God. But you want to be passionate about what it is. So this is based off your brand, but it's also based off your avatar, right? So anyone that knows me, and this is not even on this business page, like this is just in real life, like you know that I am usually in workout gear, case in point, right? Usually ponytail, don't care, right? Gym hair, don't care. So I'm a sports mom. I'm a mamapreneur, right? And I'm not about doing this for a hobby. I'm about making a lifelong business. And I decided that I wanted to do that online. So that became a passion for me, right? So entrepreneur, mom life, sports, health. Anyone that knows me knows that can include anything in health and wellness, right? So what are you passionate about? What content of things? And I would say, maybe stick to like 5 to 7 or even 3 to 7. 3 might be a little less, so maybe it's your family and not just your kids. Or I was talking with someone earlier and she's like a dog mom, and that's important. So that's part of her. So that's cool. Like whatever it is, that is going to be your passions that you pull from, right? And so what you want to do is you want to rotate those throughout. Now, I have made that mistake where I was like, okay, I want to share and help people build their business. They don't give a crap about what sports team I like. Like, why would I share that? But you share that on your personal page and people get to know you better there, right? Then you start this whole new business page and you're like, wait, I have to be all business, right? I'm learning. I've learned that it's okay to share all aspects of yourself. That is who you are and that is who your brand are. Or who your brand is. So if you want them to get to know you and build that know, like, and trust, which is attraction marketing, then you've got to be more dimensional. You can't just be one dimensional in talking about your business and your product and your business and your product and your business and your product. And they're like, okay, I got it, right? And so you've got to connect with those and relate in those because you're going to draw those people that have those same similarities. And it doesn't mean that you can't connect with someone just because I have kids and maybe you don't have kids, or vice versa, right? I might like a sports team and you might like the opposite. Maybe you like the opponent or the enemy of them, right? That's okay, right? The point is that you're going to relate, even if it's through like, oh, you like this, oh, I like this, right? So actually, that being said, one of my main friends and mentors is a Dodger fan. And I live up in the Bay Area and it's Giants. So, right? Even if that's how you connect, right? It's still that connection. And so that's something to connect and to relate to. So you want to be creating that content, and you can go back and use that avatar and use that in your ad and your blog posts and your lives. And that brings me to the last point, that third final thing, which is you need to be a storyteller. It's so funny because I'm learning to do this more through my videos, so y'all let me know how we're doing with that. But, I have a background in teaching, and I love telling stories. I love explaining things. I'm a mom, right? I know I can tell my kids stories. Hey, Linda, thanks for hanging out. So, you've heard facts sell, or facts tell stories, but stories sell. I think I just butchered that. Facts tell, stories sell. There we go. So, everybody is on social media trying to sell something. Wouldn't it be cool if you were the only one that wasn't trying to sell something? Right? If you're on there and you're just telling a story about something that happened to you, people always want to know all of the other things. The sales are always, they always follow. They do. So for instance, I'll tell you a story. I have been teaching health and fitness classes since college. So a couple decades, right? And it doesn't matter what gym I'm in, what state I'm teaching it in, doesn't matter. If I get a certain amount of people that continue to come, right? They gain that know, like, and trust, which is super important in attraction marketing. Then they get to know me. And it's funny because they always want to know where I get my shoes from. So I was cracking up because I taught this last Tuesday, and we were all talking about the fact that Reebok had their shoes on sale for 60% off. And so I literally teach this whole class, and we all have the same darn shoes, like the whole class, right? Now, it's a shame I don't get affiliate money from Reebok, because that would make me some money, right? But that's the same idea that you need to apply on here, online, is, people are going to already, once they know, like, and trust you, they want to know where I got my hair done. If I come in with a new sweatshirt they like, they want to know where I got it, right? That will come. But I am there to help them, right? Help them get healthier, give them a good workout, right? And they build that know, like, and trust. And so they're naturally going to want to know where I get all of the things. Hey guys, thanks for hopping on. Say hey, let me know where you're tuning in from. So what is it that you're selling, and how can you maybe get a little better at storytelling? Because honestly, 80% of what you're sharing should be through storytelling, right? Because they will connect to you much easier. So I got to tell you a story. I have a friend who's trying to build her business on social media, and she hasn't been wanting to do Facebook Lives. And we know, because we've been through the coaching together, we've been through the mentorship together, right? Like we know how this works, and we've been crushing it. That's good. But she doesn't want to do Facebook Lives. And so, I was like, all right, Tracy, you got to do Facebook Lives. I know, I just don't want to do it. You got to do Facebook Lives. I know, I don't want to do it, right? For whatever reason. I'm nervous. I have to get ready, like all those things that we tell ourselves when we don't really want to do something, right? And so she knows, so she has a business page and she has a personal page. And she decided that she was going to do a 14-day challenge, right? Which I think it was a couple years ago. Maybe it was 3. Oh my gosh, 3 years ago when I first did my first one. Anyway, so they just asked her to share what she's passionate about. Okay, so she gets on the first day. She has all these people on her personal page. So those people already know, like, and trust you. So they're going to tune in, especially because not everybody's going live on their personal page, right? Especially sharing. She did not pitch anything. She's in health and wellness. She read this book, by the way. It's called How Not to Die by Dr. Greger. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. It's amazing. And she was just sharing what she was reading about health and wellness. That's it. And she did it, and she did amazing, and she crushed it, and she got all these comments, and people were tuning in, and she was getting noticed, all those things that we talked about, not being noticed, right? She used attraction marketing. She gets on the second day. She has even more people. She has people tuning back into her. Why? Because she's adding value. She's sharing what she's learning, and she's not trying to sell stuff. Right? She's not promoting herself. She's sharing someone else's stuff that she finds valuable, and she thinks that you'll find valuable. So she's on there and she's sharing her stories, and she's going. Day 3 comes, day 4 comes. I'm like, dang girl, like you are just crushing it. And she's like feeling better, right? So her confidence is growing. She looks professional on it, like a lot more than I do, and I'm running my business page, right? She gets on the 5th day. I think it was like 5th day. I try to support her, right? Especially if I'm working with somebody. And she goes like an hour. I go, girl, I didn't have time to watch the whole thing. She goes, I know, I just get in there. I get there, I talk about my passions. And the next thing I know, it was like an hour. I know people are busy. How long should my lives be? I said, well, I've been told they should be as long as it takes you to share your content. Maybe divide that hour in half and give people a half, right? But the point is that she had built it up in her mind that it was this like unfeasible thing that she hated, right? And instead, she researched it. She got her some notes together. She got, if you haven't watched my live on how to do lives, it's good info. And then she got talking about what it is that she's passionate about. And now she's like, I'm not really finding these lives. Yes, I get a little nervous when you go to hit the live, right? Go live button. But I'm understanding that Facebook is promoting live videos. I understand that I want people to tune in to get to know me. And after all of that, then you build that know, like, and trust. And when you do go to promote something, your audience isn't going to think anything of it because you're growing, you're giving value, you're engaging with them, and then promote. You're absolutely going to get noticed because freaking most people online are annoying the crap out of people because they're promote. Oh, let me throw up a quote on there as a filler. Promote, filler, right? And people are onto that. And they've blocked you or hid you, if that's been you. Like, we've all been guilty of it. It's no judgment. But you've got to learn better and you've got to do better. So storytelling really is. It's not just another post. And it doesn't have to be live. It could be, you could tell a story through your blog post and making it a little longer. I would say break it up a little bit, put some air in between it, some emojis, not too many emojis. But you want to include personal information so people get to know you. You want to add emotion on your stories. Don't just be, right? I don't know if that's your personality. That's definitely not my personality, but you want your personality to shine through, right? And I had to figure that out myself as well. We've all tried to be someone else. I just want to crush it like so-and-so on social media, or I just want to be just like so-and-so. But you're not, right? Like, if I had to get on here in like professional attire with my hair and makeup done, you would never see a live video. That is #truth. But I am passionate about what it is that I have learned the last few years, and I'm tired of seeing moms just absolutely frustrated because they're only making a few $100 in their freaking business or their company or whatever. And then they're literally getting on social media going, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. And then they wonder why no one wants to buy their stuff. It's because that's all you're telling on social media. People have tuned you out, woman. Right? Like, sorry, not sorry. That's a little harsh truth today. But you want to get emotional. Like, share what you're experiencing, right? Tell about something. Tell about anything. A lot of people are like, well, I can't think of anything. But then once you actually sit down and start, you go off. I'll end up with like 2 or 3 pages. Thank God I don't. Don't freak out. Linda, stay on. But you want to do that, right? So I'll tell you one more story. We were doing an ad review inside our community today, and it's really good. And it just kind of basically, you go through the metrics and you talk about it. And so the lady had really good metrics, so we're going through the metrics or whatever. And it was brought to her attention that the image for her ad was, and there was nothing on it, right? This is my case because it won't fit in the live for this. There was nothing on it, but she still took a picture with her product. And I thought that was interesting because that was the first thing that was brought up. The first thing that captures your attention is whatever image that you're putting on social media. Like, people are scrolling so fast, right? How are you going to catch their attention? Well, the first thing is an image. I hope you're never putting anything up on social media, pretty much ever, without some sort of image. And it goes, well, it looks like you're selling something, even though the headline was how not to have to sell something like that, right? Didn't matter. I'm not even going to make it to the headline because she's already taken a picture with whatever it looked like product. So you want to get noticed on social media? Do not look like you're selling something. People do not get on social media to get sold to. So how can you stand out and not get scrolled past, right? So be you. If you do these 3 things, it will change how you show up on social media. It will change absolutely how you use attraction marketing correctly, right? And getting people asking you what you're doing, right? Just like when I go to the gym and they're like, what shoes are you wearing, right? What bag do you have? What do you eat, right? They want to know everything. That's what you want people reaching out to you on social media. You want to use it correctly. So just to review, those 3 vital things are: you need an avatar. Stop speaking to the masses. You need an audience of 1 every single time you show up on social media and you're posting and you're doing video or you're writing an ad, right? If you need help in connecting your avatar, in asking those questions, reach out through Messenger. Let me know. I would be glad, more than happy to do a free, 10 or 15 minute strategy session with you to help you figure out your avatar. That is the first thing that you need to do. All right. Number 2, you need to identify your pillars of content. What are your passions? What are your brand? What is your avatar's passions that you're looking to connect to people? I would say no more than 7, and it needs to probably at least be 3 or 4. I think I have about 5, right? So you want those passions to pull from, because you want to think of it as like a carousel, right? So you're constantly rotating what it is that you're sharing about different, so you want to be multifaceted. You don't want to be boring. That's the point. Okay? So content, and then you want to be putting content out all the time, right? Yes, consistent. That's a whole nother life. All right, last one, storytelling, right? Facts, tell, stories, share, sell. Can't get it right. I thought I was going to crush it. Anyway, tell a story, right? Tell a story so people will listen to the end. All right. And then just start. If you don't know what content to create, start researching something, right? Just start. But these things will make or break you. They absolutely will, right? It's so important to your success. I cannot stress that enough, y'all. So, call to action for this. If you are interested in health and wellness and you would like to find my other page, I do have a public page as of now. It is Abundant Living. You're welcome to go over there. I share more specifically about health and wellness related things. If you got value from this video, please let me know. I depend on your feedback to kind of figure out what I would like to share with you guys. My desire is to add value. Take something that you watch this live, apply it to your business immediately. So let me know, like, comment, share this with someone who maybe needs to hear this. Let me know value, or message me and say, hey, that was really helpful. I'd appreciate that. Be a professional on social media. Please don't be spammy tammy. All right. Make that avatar, figure out that content, be a good storyteller instead of that fact seller who's out there just sharing the facts about their products, trying to sell you stuff, right? Doesn't matter how amazing it is. Tell those stories and relate to people, right? So if you feel like you're lacking any of these as an attraction marketer, I am going to invite you to reach out. I'd be glad to send you my online calendar and book a free strategy session. I can help you go through how to make your avatar, how to create your brand and your content, what it is that you're passionate about. Even if you're like, I don't understand storytelling, I've got lots of years of that experience. Whatever it is, let me know. Let's develop these skills and you guys get out there and crush it. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. Have a great day.